Is your mom there?
No, I'm home alone.
Well, you won a prize. What's your address?
42 Oak Street. Hey, Roblox, some stranger's bringing me a prize.
A stranger, huh? All he wanted to bring you was trouble. Remember, never tell anyone you're home alone, and never give anyone your address.
I'll say Mom can't come to the phone.
Smart thinking.
Now I know.
And knowing is half the battle.
G.I. Joe! Welcome back to another episode of Vile Villain. I'm your villainous host, Deadward, and it's been a little boring. Not been so great. I've not been feeling all that well. My girlfriend, the same thing. Been feeling really kind of lethargic, headache, heavy breathing. I feel like I'm breathing in a really humid area, like when I went to Hawaii. So I'm hoping I don't have the plague, but I might. She got tested, we'll find out the results, and I'll keep you updated. That's also why this video is a little later than I planned. I planned on putting this video out on Friday, but it didn't happen. Wasn't feeling all that great, just kind of laying around. And this is Sunday. Filming it on Sunday. We'll see if it gets out today. I may just edit it at my leisure and get it out tomorrow on Monday. But I am going to kind of mix it up here a little bit. I've had a little bit of feedback from people, and they like the news. A little news here and there. Things that are related to pop culture, nerd culture, or pops. Certainly with toys. Speaking of toys, I may also be throwing in a couple toys here and there that aren't pops. And I want you guys to tell me what you think. I know a lot of you guys are just pop collectors, and I respect that. Personally, I like all toys, and I collect a lot of different toys. I just happen to have more pops than anything, given my location. And pops are a lot cheaper to buy. And then I buy like 4 times as many, which doesn't make it any cheaper, so I don't know. Aside from that, I was telling you that I was going to give you a little news, and I found a little news. Something that interests me, something that might interest you as well. You remember that Mad Max movie not too long ago? Probably a few years ago now. But they've been talking about this for a while. There's a spin-off they were talking about starring Furiosa. This is directed by George Miller, and he is working on it. So a whole spin-off, not Mad Max, but set in that world, centered around Furiosa, which was played by Charlize Theron. Great character, arguably a much better character than Mad Max was in that movie. I was kind of disappointed in his character, but I really love the movie. I love the whole Mad Max mythos, though. And if they create a new Mad Max movie, or Furiosa movie, you know there'll be more pops. Speaking of movies, you may or may not have heard, and if you're a G.I.Joe fan, you've certainly heard, that they're making a Snake Eyes movie. Now, from what I understand, this is a prequel to the other 2 movies, and the other 2 movies were kind of shitty. I'm hoping this movie's great, but one thing that's good is it has created toys. These toys just came out from Hasbro, and I picked up the Deluxe Snake Eyes. I'm gonna open this up real quick. Like I said, I know a lot of you are only pop fans, and you only collect pops. So I'm going to spend a brief amount of time on this, but we're going to open it up. One thing, this is a really sturdy box that it came in, which all came in the slipcover. Comes with a page of really cool art. Now this deluxe edition, it comes with all these extra weapons and this little stand here that, like an Asian inspired stand, I don't know what you would call it, I know there's a name for it. But this is the very first thing that's been released. There have been toys released since this figure. This is Snake Eyes, of course, everybody's favorite character in the G.I.Joe universe. Gonna open them up. Now all of this stuff here, it was extra. This was what made it some sort of deluxe first release, whatever. Really cool, lots of extra weapons. It'll be good stuff to pose with. But I'm more concerned with this guy. I imagine this is what the G.I. Joe figure will look like when it hits store shelves. Let's open her up. Piece of paper. Contains a shopping list in multiple languages. Alright, this G.I. Joe Snake Eyes, he is really cool looking. He looks a little bit different from the classic figures. The original Snake Eyes, pretty much in any previous version, is all black. This one, not quite. His head is black, his visor is silver, which kind of makes it stand out. I like that. And this makes it look more like a helmet. He has some vents on it around his mouth, whereas before I think it was like cloth and you could actually see the outline of his mouth. He's wearing a black top and he has armor pieces on, which is actually pretty cool. I like that. He has a strap that goes around his shoulder. That can be removed. A couple gray armbands, and those float. Those are not attached, I believe, but they're very tight. Look at that articulation. Crazy. So yeah, I wish all of my figures had this kind of articulation. Obviously, because of some costumes, you can't. Now, one thing that's different also from the original Snake Eyes is his pants. are more like fatigues, and they're a very dark gray, which isn't a bad look. I'm just used to Snake Eyes being all black, and in more of kind of a ninja outfit, because he is a ninja. Military style boots, a gun holster on his right thigh, a knife holster on his left, and I'm sure those weapons do fit in those holsters. Both of his hands have trigger fingers, and there are ultimate hands, and there are a couple other hands that come with it. One with a karate chop, and the karate chop one has some little spikes, probably meant for like ninja climbing spikes. And the other one's holding a shuriken, you know, throwing star. I would have liked to have seen a fist, beats up people, but still really cool. Other accessories include a backpack, an Uzi, a pistol, a sword, and sheath. And there's a suppressor, a silencer, you know? And that'll fit on both the pistol and the Uzi. So this thing's just badass. Other G.I. Joe news, they have just released pre-order of Destro. So if you like G.I. Joe, you know, I know you love Destro. Silverhead and all. And he looks spot on. He just looks badass. So go get your pre-order on. Go over to Hasbro Pulse or Entertainment Earth or wherever you get your pre-orders. Thanks for indulging me in this little toy review. I do so love my toys. And let me know what you think. Do you like these toy reviews? I know a lot of people keep these in the package. I take them out. I love them so much. I like to pose them. I like to take pictures of them. Where's the Pops? They're not really posable. So I just kind of leave those in the box. They look cool. So let me know what you think. Do you collect any other toys? Leave a comment. One thing that's also exciting is, since there's a movie coming out, and since there's toys coming out, you can bet there's going to be G.I. Joe Pops coming out. That is awesome. Alright, the next pop I have is the Morton Salt Girl.
51 years ago, this little girl was born on this Morton Salt box. Of course she has changed. So has Morton Salt. Yet over the years, she helped give your grandmother and your mother the confidence they were shaking the best. She gives the same reassurance to salt buyers today. Now, if after 51 years you can't trust this little girl to give you the best shake, who can you trust? 2 out of 3 American salt buyers do.
I know this has been out just a little while, but I finally got my paws on it. Let's pop into it. Alright, this is the iconic logo and mascot for Morton Salt. Starting at the top, she has a big white umbrella, well-sculpted 50s style hair in yellow, one printed eyebrow over her left eye, sculpted eyes. Her eyes are closed, yet you can still see her eyelashes, printed in black, sculpted nose. Moving down, she has a thigh-length yellow dress that's blowing in the wind. She's holding an umbrella with her right hand. It has a yellow handle, and in her left hand, she's holding a canister of that Morton Salt. That Morton Salt container is open, and the salt is flowing out behind. Stupid bitch. There are some black accents, including a band around the waist and 3 buttons on her chest. White legs, and at the end of each white leg is a yellow shoe. I was on the fence of getting this. It's cool, but it's very common, which doesn't really mean anything. If you like something, you like something. And I wasn't sure I liked it. Now that I have it out of the package, it's really cool. And this may be a first, but it has a built-in clear plastic stand. You can see that it's attached both at the salt and at the foot. Funko Pop ad icons, the Morton Salt Girl. So for a little while there, I wasn't sure we were going to get any sort of funko-shop drops with this whole plague thing going on and Funko being closed, but then they did it. They've had 3 drops since. The last 2 were the gold Indiana Jones 10-inch, and the last one being the Pillsbury Doughboy Easter version. But before that, and this one was a little bit delayed because of this whole thing, but they did finally come out with it. It's my favorite out of those 3 that came out. Trader Graham. Fantastic plastic. Really been looking forward to this. Basically, I think the way it works is if you create a design, you can send it into Funko, and if they like it well enough, they'll make a pop out of it. Like this lucky SOB, Chris Ramo from Hazlitt, New Jersey. I can already tell I'm losing my voice because of whatever I have, so I'm not going to read you the back of this. I would just have to take like 20 takes, each one being worse than before. I can tell that my voice is starting to break. But let's pop into this. Alright, starting at the top, big puff of hair that's purple. His head is all light blue. He has a big slash over the right side of his head that goes all the way around the back of his head to the left side of his mouth. You can see the red inside that slash, and then the whole thing is stapled shut. So he's kind of a Frankenstein kind of character. He has various blue liver spots on him, a sewed-on green ear, and then a regular other ear. Big sculpted eyes with half purple eyelids that are shut. Well-sculpted mouth with big goofy teeth. His purple tongue is hanging out. and is an upturned sculpted nose. Moving on down, he's wearing a Hawaiian shirt that's blue with purple flowers on it. He has a lei around his neck. He's drinking something probably fruity and delicious out of a cup in his right hand. It's very tiki-ish, and it has an umbrella and a straw in it. See that his right hand was severed and reattached. It has more of those staples. Yellow shorts, yellow button. His left hand is green, and it has been reattached as well, but from somebody else. More of those staples. He has a little shrunken head in that hand. Holding it by the hair, it's all purple and pretty damn cool. He's barefoot, he has blue legs, and his right foot is green and has also been reattached with staples. This is one of the coolest originals I've seen from Funko in a while. Very happy with this. Funko really needs to release more of these because these are just cool. And I really have nothing bad to say about this. I don't see that I would have done anything different on this. Limited edition from the Funko Shop, Fantastic Plastic, Trader Grimm. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you're all doing well out there and not sick. I hope I'm not sick with you know what. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. What do you think about these guys? Are you a toy collector like I am, other than Funko Pops? Or do you just like Funko Pops? Let me know in the comments below. You want to help out this channel, hit that share button. Thanks for watching, and until next time, go